We're here today to specifically celebrate the Elizabeths on the occasion of the maiden call to Cunard's spiritual home of the latest ship to bear her name. The future of Cunard Line is assured with a modern generation of ocean liners and the youngest fleet in the world. Today's concert in this magnificent cathedral celebrates three magnificent Elizabeths. Let's celebrate.
I first sailed on Queen Elizabeth in 1964 as a lady assistant purser. And even though Queen Elizabeth was coming to the end of her reign, she was still hugely glamorous. An Art Deco masterpiece that even so late in her life beautifully captured the post-war golden era of transatlantic travel.
We are delighted that the cathedral should be associated with Cunard and its three wonderful vessels, all named Elizabeth.
For 40 years, QE2 served the country with flair and fortitude, but now her sea days are done and she's in a new home. But QE2 is one old acquaintance that, for most of us, will never be forgot.
My heart always harks back and my mind goes back to those days when I was very privileged to sail on the QE2 with other wonderful regiments, ancillary units, the artillery, the field ambulance crews, those wonderful Gurkhas, the 2nd Battalion, the Scots Guards, and my very own, the 1st Battalion, Welsh Guards.
When Charles Dickens left from this port for Boston 170 years ago on Cunard's Britannia, he lamented the fact that his cabin was a profoundly preposterous box. The passenger saloon, nothing more than a hearse with windows. Those traditions, along with the carrying of a cow on deck to provide fresh milk, are thankfully gone. And what we're left with is simply the best. So let's celebrate the fact that, in some ways at least, Britannia really does still rule the world.
Cunard, one of the oldest names in shipping, now has the youngest fleet at sea. The future hasn't looked better since 1840. But whatever new ships we introduce, the Cunard style will be evident on them all, and the Cunard family will be on board. To travel with Cunard now or in 20 years' time means you'll never walk alone.
Well, some wonderful comments there from some of our very special guests, and what an absolutely fantastic occasion. Only Cunard could pull off something of such splendour in what a wonderful, wonderful setting. Now, it's not over. We're heading back to Queen Elizabeth for a wonderful sail away firework display. Pomp and splendour, flag waving. It's typically Cunard. It's wonderful. Thanks for watching.